Why, hello, and welcome. I'm Inigmas. Let's get coding. I don't know. What are we doing today? Well, yesterday, I do believe, the music going. Yeah, there we go. Got some music going. Alright. So yesterday, we got the very beginnings of Rust working with Godot. So what did we do? We basically just did a hello world example, right? So over here with IntelliJ, we've got a wide variety of stuff and things. So it all boils down to we have a script class that extends or inherits from Godot's node, right? And what do? Well, once we're ready, we print hello rusty Godot world. Yeah? Alright, so when we come in here, let's go ahead and do that. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's for me playing around with something or other. I think I've also determined, yes, I'd like to fix something else, but that's okay. I'm gonna hit F5. I'm gonna run a program. Are we unable to initialize? Oh, that's what I get for patching my computer before a stream, I guess. Let's see if just restarting Godot fixes it. Or if I have to restart my computer. Alright, so we'll have to... we may have to reboot the whole computer. Then maybe just log in, log out. But either way. Hit play. Hey! It worked! Yay! Just need to restart Godot. Anyways, so yes. So we have hello rusty Godot world. Alright, and what's cool is that hello rusty Godot world is called every time we come back into this apocalypse road trip, because that is our title screen, right? And every time we go into the title screen, we new up a hello world node, which has the hello world script class, you know, native script class associated with it, right? Which the native script class is configured to use our Rust class of hello world. Right, and the super secret magic sauce to making it all work, apparently, was after generating up a library. What did we do here? Entities. Nope, not that one. Here we go. Yes, this guy. This fellow right here. Once we had this GDNS resource that was created when we associated... what did we associate? Title screen.tscn. Here we go. So we made a hello world node. We associated a script class with it. This is what made this hello world.gdns. And then, once we had the hello world GDNS, we had to take our library, little resource guy right here, right? This guy, who we gave our libart GD native SO, right? We gave it to him, and then inside of here, we put this guy, and that appears to have done all the magics, to where we now have Rust in Godot, which yeah, that seems pretty sweet. Now, I guess today we're going to clear out some of our test stuff. I'm going to revert one change I made yesterday. Yeah, I like it. It's fun, but determined that I want something that is easier to see. And, you know, a little less obfuscation in the code base. Yeah, all right. So, but that's fine. We can play around with it and decide when's a good time to do it, when's not a good time to do it. That sort of thing. Alright, what am I doing? What am I looking at? I think that we were going to go into our title screen TSCN, right? Come on, title screen TSCN, not the script. We have this new character button, which we recently tied into the emit signals thing, which, again, that's fun and good. But for now, I want to keep it how it was. We want it to be tied to this on-make character requested for now. You know, just for now, as we play around with, you know, how we want to organize our code better in the futures. Alright, so let's pop on in here. We got this guy. What do we do with this guy? We want to disconnect, reconnect, and boop. Boop. I believe that's what we're trying to do. Save that. F5. Button still works. Hooray. Quit. And hello, Rusty World. We expected 2 of them because he went in and out of the character builder screen. Yep. Alright. Getting stuff figured out. Making things happen. We got some sort of active dude. We received a new active dude. Active dude equals dude. This is inside of our title screen. The purpose of this is to eventually display said active dude. But I really want to be able to do things like export active dude. Yes? But no. Why? Because only built-in and native resource types can be exported. This is why today we're going to attempt to build a native resource type that can be exported. Again, let's keep cleaning up though, yeah? So we go ahead, I think, and we can detach this guy, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and detach that script. I want to delete this hello world node. Let's do what we want to do. Let's go ahead and delete hello world GDNS. Yes, please, I would like to remove that. And you know what's cool about this guy is I want to rename him. Yes. I would like to rename him. What are we renaming him to? Dash release. No. This first one is debug. The way I figure it is this. You know, right now we can point to this guy here. He can point to the debugs. And maybe later on we can have another one that points to the releases. And then hopefully we just find all the GDNSs and replace them on export or something. We'll figure it out. But so far it's seeming like a plausible idea, so we're just gonna go with it. This guy has a debug SL, so rather than like changing him around every time, right, we're just going to... Huh, actually, you know what, a funny thing to do, assuming Godot doesn't support super easy changing of the libraries, which we've seen before that it might not. Right, another funny thing to do might be to basically create a little link. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go into lib. Where am I at? I need to go into art Godot. We're gonna go into our lib folder, and now I'm gonna do an ln-s, that guy to something similar but without the debug. Alright, so now I click on you, and oh, look at that! And then maybe right before export, what we do then is we just change the soft link over. We've seen Godot already having issues with changing one of them, right? So if we could just give the soft link guy over to the GDNSs, then all we have to do is change where the link points. And you go from debug to release. That's what I'm thinking. Alright. Will it work? Who knows? Figure it out. Alright, what else are we doing? Yeah, we want to get rid of this guy here. I'm gonna close that. Yeah, that's that. Anything else? So these are our screens, which is fine. This is a dude. Right now he's the resource, but he's the resource that we cannot export, which is why we're doing what we're doing. Alright. Yep, we got our debugs and releases here. Looking pretty. Yeah. So nothing else needs to be cleaned up, really. We figured out how we want to do this. We give this to all the GDNSs. This, and this is just a link to either debug or to release, which that's pretty sweet. Hopefully that works. And what else? All our screens, everything's good. All right. I think it's time to delve into Rust World. See what we find. Sometimes a scary place to delve. Alright. Yeah, we got our librs. So what I'm gonna do, basically, I am going to Control Shift in, here we go. We want to take a look at Godot Rust. Godot Rust, Godot. Yes. Yes. Now here's going to be an interesting thing. We're going to have to experiment a little. Because what we've got is we are using this tag here of 090 preview 0, right? Well, guess what? If I go into the examples of 09 preview 0, there is no resource example. Which makes me wonder if I'm going to have to build this. And then use the built version. Rather than something from, from the cargo crates, right? We'll figure out how to do that if we need to. Right? But if I come here into just master, oh look, here's the resource example, right? So if this example relies on new stuff that, what the 090 doesn't have, yeah, we might have to build master and see what happens. But alright, so let's get started. What we got going? Anything? Nothing? Alright, cool. Let's stuff on this over here. Alright. What am I looking at? Cargo. Gonna look at cargo real quick. Yeah, crate type remains the same. CDY lib. CD native path is just goes down back a couple. Alright, looks good. We got some greet trez and some other stuff. Alright, this one he didn't even bother splitting it up like they showed in the book, man. It's just all in one place. Which is it's fine. I wish the examples would be a little more consistent with whatever the preferred way of doing this is. Alright, so he's got a greeting resource. Right, so we want something too. What do we want? We want to have some sort of like, what do I do here? Refactor, rename, Shift F6, huh? Sure. We want to have something like dude stats. Right? Something like that, right? Or character stats or dude stats. I feel like, these are the sorts of stats you could apply to like any sort of entity moving around in a role-playing game. Whether the entity is like a monster, right? You're a pet dog. Your best friend character. Right? They should all have RPG stats, basically. And these are the dude stats, as opposed to say weapon stats or armor stats or any of those types of stats, right? So we've got dude stats here. And yes, we need to be able to new up a dude stat. And from what I understand, so I was reading through the FAQ earlier, the good thing to do in Rustland might have been to provide some sort of an init method. Alright, but we don't want to inherit from node this time. No, we want to inherit from a resource. And that's just me thinking out loud from knowing what we gotta do. I'm gonna double check his stuff here in his example. Alright, and we're going to use GD native. Pop out API. What are we doing here? Resource. Alright. Got that. Yeah, we're gonna make sure our resource is in there and things are good to go. You definitely want to have a struct, pub struct. So mine here says pub struct. In an example, it just says struct. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it do what it does. I'm just gonna let it do what it do. Yeah, this example does seem a little different-y than the documentation showed and what we currently have. I am very curious about this. So we are going to want to... So wait, he's got two things here. He's got a greeter resource and a greeter node. Yes, a greeter node. So it's possible to export any type that implements export. Alright, we're just gonna worry about dude stats for now. Yeah. This right here, he's already been updated for us. He's got that dude stats. We've got, you know, these sorts of things, right? All of that. What does he have? He doesn't have those. But I'm like, why is this one different? We're not gonna try to worry too much about it for now, right? Yeah, this right here, this has methods. This worked before. The example here, see, check this out. It's using, yeah. See if I just come back in here, like it's not helpful, right? So we are looking at this and we're like, alright. But I like this. Yeah, we're gonna have some properties. We've already got some in mind, I think, but right now we're using enumerations to express die types in Godot. So we might want to figure out the Rust-y way of doing that, and then rely on Rust. We're going to use a dude stats Rust resource. We got a new owner. Yeah, this is the resource. That's funny. So he just initiates name as like blank string, which that's fine. Yes. Yes. All right. So let's continue doing what it is that we do. Hash property, which I'm not 100% sure what property means. Is this like our export var in Godot? I don't know. Alright, let's for fun, we're going to double check our Godot engine here. What we're going to do basically is we're just going to grab all of this. Alright. And then for funsies, we're just going to put right in here. Alright, that all looks pretty. So we can at least take a look and see what we've got. Let's go ahead, we can drop the exports to make reading this a little easier. Can also probably drop the vars. Alright. Yeah. Got all these kind keys. Maybe... Yeah, I don't know. And I'll leave these guys because they're kind of different, right? Yeah, that. Go ahead. Alright. Alright. Very cool. Very cool. Maybe something I should have brushed up on before streaming today. Looking up, refreshing my memory on Rust data modeling. You know, whatever, it's fine. We're gonna do what we do. Figure some stuff out. Alright, so we got this new here, right? In order to make the new happy, we've got this owner, we've got our amper node. Right? Only we want amper resource. Alright. And yep, there's that self. Then what? And then we say self again. That must be a replacement for dude stats, right? And then we're gonna say name dot into. This is going to turn our string slice into a string. Ooh. Function returns empty parentheses instead of self. Yes. This is better. Much better. Okay. Cool. So that's, wow, so we got self and all these brackets here. Oh, I know why. Because this right here is just the return type of this function. Okay? And then, here's the thing that we're creating and then returning. Which is all that that is. And we could have just as easily said, like, dude stats. I'm pretty sure that's fine. Right? Yep. Alright, cool. So now we've got what? I have to put hash property over everything? Probably, right? Property. Alright, and now what? We want some sort of kind key. Alright, this is going to key kind of like the primary key of the kind. So I'm still happy with that. Let's see if we can just put these things on one line. Like that. Let's see if that compiles at all. I see red underlines now under dude stats. Maybe it would have preferred... Ah! Because it wants a kind key, yes? Yes. KND, here we go. And into... Yeah, we know into string, because that's what we're doing. Just give me into. Alright, we go ahead and as per the Rust station sort of style there, we're going to, you know, all these sorts of lines, they get their commas at the end of them. Because that's what the Rust likes. Alright, now we got something or other not implemented for something or other. Oh, let's just change this back to self. See if that was the problem, because that's the place we deviated. Alright. Oh, ready. Ready is different here. Oh, right. Because... yeah, I don't think we're actually implementing any methods for resource. If we are, then we're not going to worry about it, right? I think, do? Let's just try putting a resource here. That's our real amper. You know, this is our... so I'm going to say dude stats, right? Resource, right? Dude stats resource is ready. Just curious to see if resources even do get readied. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Okay, that compiled and is looking happy and fun. So very good, very good. Right, what do we got? He's got like a say hello here for funsies, I think, with his he does expose that sort of a function. He does everything inside of one block. As opposed to here where we have 2 blocks. That's fine, I think, right? I think it's... I bet we could find out that we only really need one of these impl blocks. I think that the purpose of the documentation in showing the multiple impl blocks had to do with, like, if you'd like to, you could organize all of your exported things into one of these impl blocks. But who knows, right? Alright. Here's to continue to compile. So that is good. Alright, so we've got our kind key. We've got some properties up in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring mono into this for fun, right? Property and motto. I think that we're going to stick with this for the moment. We're not going to worry about these more complex things until later. It's like, let's keep it simple. You have 3 strings, right? And so now that we have our 3 strings, and that they are being initialized, right? As so. And if we'd like to, from what I understand, another thing that we could do, I want to go back to our... So I'm going to go back to the Godot Rust. I'm going to go find their book. Alright, so to keep you guys in the loop, bring this over here. I got like a book or something around here, and... User guide. Let's try that. There we go. It's funny. It says at the end of this, you'll have a working copy of the Dodge the Creeps in Rust. Yeah, it's they apparently have not finished this yet, and that's fine. Yeah, it's an open source project. Yeah, if you want more stuff to get done for it, contribute. Right? That's the solution. That's what we do. Get them contributions going. So, what are we up to? Keeping me all night. All right. Back. Right, there was something or other that we were kind of interested in the fact, right? So you're talking about passing additional arguments into a class constructor, right? And so a native script needs to implement, is it possible to pass? No, you cannot. But what do you do? Well, what you could do, apparently, is have some sort of initializer function, which, do we need it to be different than init, or can we just call it init and then pass some functions into it? I think we just call it init. Pass some functions into it. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, this thing wants a mutable... Okay, yeah, mutable ref itself. We've got our owner. Sure. Alright. Let's try that out for funsies. Right? We're going to... Yeah, and we're going to export this thing, alright? So we're going to say hash export function init. Alright, do we want to return anything with our init? Probably not, right? Cool. Now we're going to take in some things. We're going to take in a mutable reference, right, to self. We are going to, we appear to need some sort of an owner, which is going to be a reference to a resource. And we need some additional arguments, right? So we could say like name string. Right. I assume that's the correct thing to do here, unless I should be looking for some sort of like maybe a stir. I was pretty sure the rest of those languages like stir, slice, and things like that, right? Maybe like one of those. Maybe a little bit of refy ref. Does that make it happy? I think so. It's hard to tell. All right, KMD key, and we can go ahead and bring some sort of a stir over, right? We got some sort of motto, which we can bring some sort of stir over. Alright, because I'm pretty sure that the type of this guy here is actually stir, right? That's why we have to say into to make it a string. Okay? Pretty sure that that is how that works. But now we can do what? Now we can say self.name equal to name dot into, I guess. I guess we semicolon those. Alright. KND key is equal to KND key dot into and self dot motto is equal to motto dot into. Alright. That should give us hopefully a neat little init thing that we can play around with inside of Godot. Yeah? Yeah, that's what we want. Play around with some cute little init things inside of Godot. And oh, it didn't work! Help! A structure with a similar name exists! String! What? What are you talking about? Oh, well, isn't that funny? I done misspelled a string. Alright. Now what? The trait GD native prelude from variant is not implemented for stir. Huh. Not implemented for stir. Alright. Sounds alright. What do you want then? You want some sort of do we want a reference to a string? Is this a mutable reference to a string? Man, alright. Just gotta play around till Godot's happy, right? Yeah, because of course of the example I'm given, they didn't pass any strings around. Hey, look at that. Just pass me a string and I'm happy. Good to go. Alright. So let's make this a little prettier. It seems like these two things here are like the types of things that are super boilerplate that we're gonna have all the time. This one's from Rust, where we're receiving a mutable reference to ourself. Why? Because this function here, by definition, mutates our dude stats, which I think is actually a really fun and interesting sort of a feature to a language, right? To where, you know, you can tell based on the function definition by the first argument here whether or not, you know, do I need to be able to access myself? Do I need just a reference to myself? Do I need change myself? And here we can see that yes, we do need to change ourselves in response to this function. Super neat, I think. Sort of a, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know about that much indent. Just, it's kind of like, it's getting long. I want to put things on separate lines. I like the idea of keeping the boilerplate stuff up here on this line. And then for the actual parameters that we're going to get values from, we keep all of that on a separate line. And if this got to be much longer, I think I'd put each property on its own line. But I don't know, just thinking about how I might do. Yeah, so let's we can go ahead and push these. You know, we've got them in there, we don't care. Yeah, these are, anyways, we got a sex type, we got some die types, we gotta figure out our dictionary. We know that our dictionary is basically going to be a series of like, what? Sort of these, yeah, sort of like strings, right? With objects attached to them. Right, with the die types and the other stuff. So we're gonna see how to take care of that properly in Rust, assuming that we can get even this to work. Double check one more time. All right, everything compiles, it saves, it's looking pretty. We have the initial steps toward a dude stats. All right, so if we've got some dude stats, right? Yeah, let's just keep them both up and do that. Alright. Why am I back here? Alright. Right, so we've got some sort of a... Okay. How do you suppose we do a dude resource? I think it's the Godot side that we're gonna have to do something different-y, right? Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be there that we do different-y thing. Now this all here, this all looks pretty samey, right? So if this all looked samey in terms of stuff we've already done before, except they're seem to have a little less boilerplate in terms of this init stuff. Or there, he just knows more about it, and he could, you know, withhold some things that they need to not withhold. Something. It says Godot _init. Other stuff. Alright. Who knows what we're doing? Alright, I don't. So that's our examples. Yeah, source, okay, looks good. Now I want to take a look at our, so we have some sort of a greeting resource, right? Yeah, greeting resource. Yeah, like greeting bring. Oh, see. So, do you have any GDNSs in here? I don't see any. Okay, that's kind of odd. I was expecting a GDNS in here. Here we've got some target debug lib resources. This is what we expect, yes? Singleton false, load once true. Right, reloadable true. Alright, sure. Right? I don't think anything too fancy in here, right? Just our name, our main scene, our icon, and our default environment. Alright. Let's take a look at main.scene, right? So he says external resource at path, this guy, yeah. External resource at path, Greek world trez. So sub-resource native script 1, greeter. Okay. That's where he used his greeter, right? That he defined, which we didn't define any sort of a greeter. Here he has greeting resource, right? And he has greeter. A greeter is the node, and it appears to be his main node, right? Because if we go to main t CSN, right? Or at least there's a sub resource. It says ID equals 1, so it might even be the sort of head of this tree, right? Resource name is greeter, class name is greeter, library is from the ext resource. Ext resource 1, right? There's that one. We've got a node. Name is node. Type is node. Script is equal to sub resource 1. Which is this guy. And we've got greeting resource. Greeting resource is equal to that one. Alright. Let's take a look at greekworld.trez. Resource, that guy, sub-resource, the native script. This guy just has a resource. How do we get a resource up in here? Alright. I can't just, I can't just say like, oh, I got a resource for you, right? Right, if I just said, here, just, I don't know, maybe we can. Resource preloader. Alright. So that's pretty fun, right? How do we normally get resource? Well, I guess normally you'd load them, right? How do we load them? Well, how did we save it to begin with? Because we already have code in here that is good at saving dudes, right? Yeah, you created a dude. Wow, you did it. Here's the ID and stuff, right? So we have something here on saving dudes. I'm playing the wrong script here, right? Not there. Maybe under... Listen. Yeah. Save dude. This guy here uses a resource saver. I think that's a good question. How do I get resource in here? Alright. Hmm. Alright, that's for fun. I'm going to check out that project. I'm going to check out the Godot Rust project, and I'm going to inspect their Godot Rust stuff. Okay? That is what I am going to do. So, yes, Godot Rust. Let's go ahead. Yeah, give me some of that code, please. Yep, just copy that. Looking good, right? Yep, okay. I'm going to go into my Godot area. Godot area, git, clone, paste, enter. Now, what do we get? Godot Rust? Alright. We should have acquired Godot Rust. Having acquired Godot Rust, let's go ahead now. Here's some Godot engines. Here we go. We've got what? Apocalypse Road Trip? Nope, we are going to import. Please choose the thing to import. Alright, we're going to browse over to Godot Rust. Examples. What examples? The resource example. We're going to hit that button. Import and edit. Wow. Alright. What is going on? Alright, so so just like we thought, right, there's a node in here and he has a script, and the script is main.ts. Cn. Don't make no sense. Why is it tscn? But it's fine, whatever, right? You know, he knows that his class name is Greeter. And he comes from this resource library. And that's it. We not talk to the other thing. I don't know. If I hit F5, I'm afraid it won't work because I haven't compiled it here. And I don't think... Yeah, we're going to have to go compile it, right? So if I say, take me to Godot Rust, what is this? Examples and resource. Then I can say cargo build, right? Building. Now my expectation then is that it's the Rust code that knows how to produce these resources. Right? It must be the greeter. Greeter. See, where? Here we go. Alright, so if we come back into our examples, and we're all resource, and then what? Source. There we go. Hey, greeter, what do you do? Oh, I've got a greeting resource, which is an optional instance of a greeting resource. He says, it is possible to export any type that implements export to variant, from variant, using property. That's what I thought property was for, about export. All of these traits are implemented for instance T shared. Okay, so here's our type. This is why we have this option here. Right? So I guess string properties, they're fine, right? Just have blank strings, whatever, fine. Let's see. So all native scripts extending resource have reference counted base classes. Yes. That is true. Yes? Yes. What does he do? Well, we can new him up, and he says greeting resource is none. Ah. Alright, greeting resource is none. Yes. And then what? We could say ready self under owner, right? Let some greeting resource equals, okay. So if we can reference greeting resource as a reference, right? When we say, okay, we kind of override greeting resource is equal to unsafe, assume it's safe. And we say, you know, we map over the greeting resource and we do the say hello function. So like, you know, assuming everything is good, get in here and say hello. Alright. So he has a mechanism here for putting greeting resources into itself, right? Right, so that's fun. So if I come over then to my node, right, whose script we determined is here, and yeah, class name greeter, etc, right? Right, so I should be able to go to your inspector and look, here is a greeting resource. It didn't export it as a greeting resource though, which is a little not super duper happy about that. But what do you got? Can I find a greeting resource in here? New gradients? Nope. I don't see any greeting resources in here for me to give to yet. So that's a little disappointing. New. Huh. Alright. Is there anything in here that's just like, you know, generic resource? Yeah. What happens if I hit play on this example project, huh? Nothing, right? Alright. Wanted to... Yeah. That's right, asset lib? What is this? Oh, right. Asset library. So... Alright, so we don't want that. Project settings, GD native. This is crazy to me. Why isn't there anything in here? Why can't you interact with this anymore? I don't know. That don't make no sense. Alright, so... Wow, this guy didn't really have answers for us, did he? Just more questions. Oh my goodness, I must have... I think I came to some wrong assumptions then when I saw that there was a resource example checked in to Godot Rust. I may have come to some bad assumptions. That's why we haven't spent too much time working on it yet, I guess. Right, and there's no greeting resource in here, yeah? Alright. Alright. A little confusing. Alright, so we got some tresses, I guess, to work out. So this was the main scene, right? And it's just a node. Okay. You also have greet world pres, which is a node. And it also says class greeter, right? When you click on him for his greeting resource, we get nothing. Right? And so if we go to main node, it's the same thing, right? Greet Rust. This is greet Rust.trans, right? This is... Okay. You don't appear to be any different-y. Name. Oh, look. Script variables include name. Alright, so if I went to greet world and I ran this scene. What do you mean? What are you asking me about now? I told you to run this scene, didn't I? Alright, greet world. Let's play this scene. I don't see it greeting nothing. Alright. And each one of these gizmos, right? It's a greeter. The greeter script has been attached to all of these guys? This one's null. Alright. The greeter script just says that, hey, you know, someone wants to give me the correct resource. The resource is in here, right? When I just double click on this a lot, I get a script variable called Rust. Very interesting. Alright. Somebody greets you, greeter, with a script variable. I don't think they knew what they was doing. Damn, alright. Well, we're going to try to reason about this, and we're going to try to figure out what the appropriate thing to do would be. For funsies, here we're just going to say, alright. I would like a new... I don't want a new node. No, I want a new resource. But please give me a dude stats. Alright. So... What if I... What if I made it like a new scene, like they did, right? I don't know. Got some editor settings, editor stuff, right? What else we got? Project settings. Yeah, so, I don't know, man. Stopped putting stuff in there, huh? Alright, let's click on you. What do we got, you? Got some sort of inspector for me? Singleton? Load once? Sure. Reloadable? Sure. That's what we like. Got some entries. No dependencies. It's all correct. So... Alright. So what if I said scene... New scene? And I said other node. Yeah, so you can't just say resource, you get a resource preloader, right? That's true. So if I hit cancel. Earlier I was able to make like a GDNS, right? Yes. Earlier we could make a GDNS. So how did that work? Let's just go ahead and come in here, and we're just gonna say, like, yeah, just give you a node then. Right, for funsies. And now what are we going to do? We're going to attach a script to our node. Right? Where he wants... This is going to invalid class name. It inherits from that. Okay, but we want dude stats. Alright. Built-in script now, right? And, let's see, where do we want this guy? Right? Let's just go ahead and put it in here, right? We can say dude stats. Alright, there we go. Let's create that. Well, it hasn't broken yet, so that's promising. We're gonna give it the soft link. Yeah, seems happy. Yep, save that. Alright. So now we have a dude stats. And we have this in we have a GDNS here called dude stats. Alright, so if I say project settings, you need them now. Nothing, right? Alright, feel like... And Godot's really been messing with us lately. You know, another fun place to go might be Godot documentation directly. Figure out what Godot says about making resources. That makes sense to me. Alright, so we have this dude stats GDNS. Where did we put it? Under entities, right? Yeah. Alright. So I don't even think we care about this guy because we don't have a node that inherits from that. That doesn't even make any sense, right? If I hit run, this okay, it didn't crash. So that's interesting. Error constructing dude stats. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought you weren't going to work at all. Did the constructor fail? Oh! So right, so it was trying to construct him as a node, but that's not going to work. We have this GDNS. It might have been too. We could have just created a resource in here called dudestats.gdns, right? Yeah. And what does he do? So we know that he has a class name. And we know that there's a library. Right. So now for fun, can I come into here? Be like var ds dude stats. Dude stats is not a valid type. That's a shame. Because I know we said class name dude stats. Class name dude stats. No, is that not how that works? That's all I was trying to do right there, right? Class name dude stats. I don't even know if that does anything. Probably not, right? Alright. Alright, let's go check out the Godot documentation. Alright, Godot, what do you got for me? Godot. Give me some of them Godot docs. It's under scripting. Probably, right? GD script, cross-language scripting. Alright, seriously, where's like the native script at? I think it'd be under scripting. I'm in a cross-language scripting. But maybe it is what we want. I don't know. Cross-language scripting. Ooh, native. Really? You literally have a thing called native script. Okay. It's like, hey, all right. Or mutex and some other stuff. Oh, really? Really, that's what you're gonna send me to? Ugh. All right. B++, right? Thank you. I think that's what we want. Finally. All right. Where is that? GD native. All right. Under plugins. Is that the head for this? Plugins? Oh man. All right. Are you guys trying to like pull back from supporting like doing C stuff? Godot. What's going on? I don't know nothing. Alright, so we've got here, he starts off with like, okay, we've got a reference. Our data is world from GD script. Alright. We're gonna need a few things, headers and some other stuff, and we don't really care about C. At all. Alright, simple constructors, sure. I don't care about your Godot GD native. I don't care about that. Pretty sure. Ooh, user data struct. Alright. Now it's time to start working on the functions of our object. First, we define a structure that we use to store the member data. Sure, we've done that. Alright, simple constructor, simple destructor, simple get data. Sure. Compiling. Creating the GDN lib. We did that. We have created the GDN lib. Platform libraries. Yeah. Save the resource. Once it's there, you should see stuff like this. Yeah. Creating the native script GDNS file. With our GDN lib file, we've told Godot how to load our library. Now we need to tell it our simple object class. We do this by creating a native script resource file with the GDNS extension, which we have done. Like done for the GD native library, click the button to create a new resource in the inspector and select native script. Pretty sure we did that. Yep, same icon there. We got a bin icon with a gear. Looking good. How you doing, Wolfie? You hanging out? Alright. Yeah, you're doing good? Alright. Looks like it's just you and me today. Making it, yeah, that sounds like a reasonable thing to do. Alright, so the inspector will show a few properties that we need to fill it. Class name, yeah, so I already entered that in. That was fine. Right? And we already gave it the library that we wanted to. Right, a class name must have the same spelling as the one given. Yes, I know. Why, we did. Finally, click the save icon. Did it. Now it's time to build our scene. Add a control node to your scene. Alright, place them somewhere nice. Why do you want me to add a control node and attach a script to it? Next, link up the pressed signal on the button to the script. Now we can implement our main GD code. Like, alright. Oh, check this out. This guy here says on ready var data. Right? On ready var data. He preloads this GDNS. And then he noobs it. I would much prefer to access it like a built-in class, though. Yeah? Let's take a look now at their GD native C++ example. Let's see if they get us anywhere good, right? Yep. Submodules, GD natives, etc. Looks good. Build the bindings. Creating a simple plugin. So we got native script 1.1. Like, sure. Alright. So, yeah, we can do some C++ things. Do some examples here with some nits and things. What is he? He was doing a sprite, right? Yeah, he was going to extend sprite for some reason. Alright. Then what? Then we need this GD library, CPP, and we're gonna do some stuff in it. And it's like, alright, sure, why not? I don't care. Now we're gonna compile the plugin. Alright, use the GD native module. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we did our GDN lib, right? Yep, so we did that one. Alright. All that. Finally ready to run your project. What did you even do? Yeah, second we need to create a file. We'll name it the .gdns file, right? And what does he do? He's got like these resource Alright, that's the resource for the GD example.gdns. Alright. Alright? Yes. Now. This is a standard Godot resource. You could just create it directly in your scene. But saving it to a file makes it easier to reuse in other places. Yeah, alright. Jump back into Godot. We load up the main scene we created way back in the beginning and now add a sprite to our scene. Alright. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. So what if I went to like... What if I said, yo dude... So I don't want that. I just want to come in here and be like, new resource please. Alright, resource. Dude. No? Alright. Tried. Got a class name, got this library, script class. Oh. The resource. If I just said new resource, please. Right? Dude stats 01. Right? Resource 01. We should save. Alright. I need to add a script to it. Okay, we can add a script to it. How do we add a script to it? Bam. Alright, so now we should be able to say something like kind key, right? Human. Motto. Right, time to balance the accounts. Name. Bob Chansey. And save. Boom. Alright. I mean, looks to me like we got one. We filled one in. It knows who its script is. So that's neat. So we've created one in here. Right? I'm not sure what that's about. I'm just gonna, like, whatever, and, like, save that. Alright, cool. So now what? Now, oh, I've got this cool resource, man. And this guy's still mad, because he says, I don't know anything about this dude resource. Okay? I don't know anything about it. So what if we said, like, I don't know, const, like, dude class, right? And we were like, what? I don't know, preload, right? And what do we preload? We want the GDSRC. That guy. We want that guy. Alright. Now, what did we just preload here? What did we acquire? I don't know. Okay. Oh, there's a dude class. Dude class dot new. And then we could say ds dot no, already, right? So then we can say ds dot init. What do we want to give it? Right? The name, right? What's the second one? The kind key? Kind key? What do we have? What do we have? Yeah, kind key, then motto, right? So kind, and then you come here and you can say motto. Alright, I wonder if you could preload it. Maybe auto load. Huh. Alright, alright. So we've got this guy. It's called that. We did that. And now what? Now what would we like to do? I would like to print DS. So we're just gonna say dude stats. We're gonna say DS dude stats. Okay. And we want what? Percent S, and percent S. And let's go ahead and we're going to wrap them in little guys like that. And then we can come here. We should be able to say what? DS dot name, DS dot kind key, DS dot motto. I don't think we need semicolons. I don't think this is a semicolon language. Alright. Alright, what do we got? Anybody? Wait. So now we've got some active dude. Active dude stats. Here we go. Alright, so now we're just gonna take that and we're just gonna paste it. And we're not gonna care. Alright, so who did we sign up for our active dude to be our initial? Oh, he's different. Yeah, he's different. What did we want to do? We're not gonna worry about active dude. Okay. So we're gonna undo that. Yeah. We're gonna undo that. Alright, so instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna try this. We're gonna say, yo, I would like you to also const like some sort of a stored dude. Alright, and we are going to preload our res. Are you gonna like, can you help me out here, buddy, or what? I can't do that. Really? It's gonna mess with me now, I think. Boom. Alright, just like, ugh, let's try that again, ready? Boom. There we go. Way to help me out, Godot. Jeez. So we got SD now. So he's our stored dude. This right here is our dude stats. Right? We made one of him. And so that's pretty cool, right? So now I think maybe we could say export dude class var crazy dude, and yes, he is of type dude class. Export hint isn't a resource type. Pretty sure it was, but okay. Let's just gonna think about it. Not a resource type. That's the whole point, man. The whole friggin' point. Alright, so now I've got crazy dude. But if I come back into title screen, scripty stuff, right? I guess he's still not. Man, I don't see nothing for him. Yeah, alright, so we still have to figure out the types thing, I guess. Get rid of that. Now what? Now we're like, oh no, you can't export him from the dude class yet. Oh goodness, alright. But it looks like it's kind of working. I was like, what did we do? We just preloaded this guy. I don't know, can we just say, can we like, oh yeah, he's like some sort of a resource. I don't know, it's not complaining. Alright, let's go ahead and export, right, dude class, right, is equal to a var, what? What do you mean it's not a resource? Crazy dude. Dude class. So goddamn full of shit. Alright. Preload, what have you given me? What is this? Why can't you be helpful at all? Control click on these things and they'll tell you nothing. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Alright. Oh, okay, but we have a stored dude, right? And we have a dude stats. And yeah, I'm just gonna come here and ignore a bunch of this other stuff. So let's say SD for here, right? Here we have SD and SD, oops, and SD. All right, cool. Save. Hit F5. What do we got? Hey, look at that. I mean, we were able to deserialize our stored dude from the dude stats that we made here, right? Yeah, we just preloaded him, and he is a dude class. Yeah, he's of type dude class, right? So if we're gonna quit out of there, we hit play. I'm not seeing anything come up in the debugger. Right, look at this guy. Yeah, so we can deserialize stored dudes. Somehow just like doing a preload here, right? Made some things happy. So now I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Control K. All right, Control K. And then we could say pass. Kind of get back to a neutral-ish state. Alright, just gonna go back to a nice neutral state. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to project settings. Native, you got anything yet? Nope, nothing useful. Auto load. Tell me auto load. What should we auto load? Path. Yeah? Entities? Entities? What am I loading up here? Yes? Yes. Load that for me, please. Singleton. It says enable. What are we enabling? Whether or not it's a singleton? Sure. Do that. Now that that's like that, what if we said const SD is equal to dude stats? And what if I said var ds is equal to a dude stats? And yeah, he's gonna want dude stats.new. Dude stats isn't declared in the current scope. I don't believe you. Ah, let's just say. You normally new stuff up, right? Alright, is equal to a new dude stats. Expected end of statement var. But I got identifier. Stand. Alright. 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 So here we did that. Yes. So alright, so we can come back now maybe to here, right? Or we're asking what? ds init. Name kind model, please. Okay. So what is equal to, yeah, dudes. So if I want to do any other sort of class, right? If I was like, tell me about. I think that's different. All right, give me some other. Give me a class. Give me a class. Yeah, give me one of those. If I said .new. Mad. Not for the reasons you thought. Okay. Dude stats. Identifier dude stats. Well, that seems awful bullshitty of you. It looks declared to me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, you know. We'll try some things. Alright, here we go. Hit clear. Hit a 5. It breaks. Why? Because it's null. Why? Because it somehow it's not in the current scope? Oh man, this is starting to be a little bullshitty, man. Because I know that we preloaded it. Alright. So if I said project preload. There it is. Its name is dude stats. Right, so it should be loaded up everywhere, right? Oh, it's making plugins. Right? Create an update. What do we got? Here. Sure, this is about the order that we do it in. So right now I'm happy with this order, I think. Oh, this is a GDNS. Yeah, and we said to load it. Yes. And this thing understands that dude stats is like a type here. Hey man. Script does not inherit a node. Yeah, I know it doesn't. Who told you it did? Non-existent function new in base nil. Alright. I mean, like, wow. Alright, we're at the comment that one out. We're at the comment that one out for DS. We're gonna run this one. Alright. So again, we have successfully deserialized a rusty sort of resource guy. Yeah? Yeah. What's the problem here? The problem is that this thing is being very dumb. Alright, so for fun, what if we said var? Alright, what if we said var ds is equal to, yeah, he's one of those dude stats, okay? And what if we said on ready? And now what if we said dude stats dot new? Dude stats isn't declared in the current scope. This is bullshit. How does this make any sense at all? Oh my goodness. Godot, are you think you're trying to mess with me, man? I think that Ugh, what is going on here? Alright, let's figure something out here. I'm trying to make a new type. I don't want to make my own type. Right? Yeah, like it also defines class name, which identifies the native script in our plugin we want to use. Yeah, we did that. Alright, then jump back into Godot. We load up the main scene we created way back at the beginning and we add a sprite to our scene. We're going to assign the Godot logo to this sprite as our texture. Yeah, do all that. Finally, we're able to run it. Okay. And what? Then you're gonna add some properties. Reloadable must be set to true for the Godot editor to pick up the newly added property. Yes, that's fine. Register methods. Must be registered. Because when we did it the other way, right, where we did a preload right there in the file, both things worked no problem whatsoever. Right? So now what? Now what? Got some signals, got register methods. Yeah, we registered the methods. Alright. We need to change our process. Node, next steps. Huh. Man, getting a little unhappy here. I thought we'd be able to get some stuff going. Custom resource format loaders. Yeah. The resource, creating that, creating the GD script, right? We did that. Huh. Alright, hang on. Oh well, when in doubt, ask Google, I guess. Godot Rust resource. Yeah, alright. Pointing Godot games to Rust. The native scripts. Start by making a native script resource. The resource is the bridge from Godot to Rust. Forget this. Example of. Happy to create an example. I can figure out. Yeah, porting Godot games to. All right. What is this resource? Yeah, okay. We did do the GD native library resource. That's fine. And Godot new resource. Yeah. We're not done yet. After selecting the library, you need to do some other stuff with things. Easy to miss. By creating a native script resource. We did make a native script resource. Right. As you can see, this is a native script resource to match with here. Right. You just bring this over here. More helpful to people watching. Alright, so you can see. As you can see, this is a native script resource to match what I did name this game state. Yeah, alright. Game state, huh? What is game state? You code a thing called game state somewhere already? What is a game state? Alright. Putting up a singleton. See, he made his game state a singleton as well, right? Yeah, the original tutorial creates globals as a singleton. I'm trying to match the original tutorial as closely as possible. Okay. Linking Godot to Rust. Right, so we did our add class. game state. Right? This is talking about inside of here. And it must have worked because we're able to kind of use this already, right? The handle add class dude stats, which is exactly what he's showing here. Alright. Alright, but it won't compile again. Ours does compile, thank you. That's boilerplate you need to do some stuff and things, so starting with that. Mod game state. Oh, he's talking about making a... Okay, yeah, mod game state. First line brings the GD need to library. Okay, he's just going over all the stuff, right? Exposing game state. Right, it's finally an actually class. Game state starts with creating the struct and exposing it. Let's start with what globals.rd has in it again. Globals.rd. What does he mean by RD? I don't know. See, we've got a struct with stuff too. He inherits node. We inherit resource. That's fine. Right? Oh, is there something I'm missing about like how to make a new resource? I don't think there is there? If I go to like Godot, right? And I was all like, fine, whatever. I want a resource dot new. See? That's a new. Oh, and you just cast it to a dude stats? That's funny. You think that works? Hell if I know. There you go. So let's hit that button, find out. No? Alright, what is this thing's malfunction? Script does not inherit a node. Again, where did I tell you it did? Trying to assign a value of type resource to a variable of type dude stats. .gdns, huh? Oh my gosh. Alright. Look, preload. So preload here worked. Right, but if we go to project settings, this preload, why is it acting so ignorant? Yes. Singleton, please. And then what? Just load it. Now what's going on with our GDNS thing, right? Class name is dude stats. Library is that. Script class is nothing, right? Let's read blank with nothing in it. Alright, giving kids. Alright, yep. Herd them cats, Wolfie. Herd them cats. Alright, so yeah, so we derived. We derived from native class, though? Oh no. Did we? We must have, right? Oh my goodness. I'm just... Oh, here we go. Now, yeah, there it is. Native class. To inherit from a resource. Yeah. Or underscore init. Alright, struct has 2 annotations. Alright, we've exported some things, right? Just like this guy's exporting some things. Not every method is annotated with hash export. Oh, note how everyone is, except for underscore init. This is so that they be called for your GDScript code. Alright. Right. It's been fiddling, it cost me many hours, so make sure you add that field, even if you ignore it. He's talking about self? However, if you expose a method with hash export and don't have that second parameter, you will get the compiler error. Oh, is he talking about that owner one? Yeah. I was noticing that those two seem very boilerplatey. This is Rust boilerplate, and this right here appears to be some Godot boilerplate, and that's fine. If you don't have it, it breaks and gets mad and stuff, and that's fine. Using it in GDScript. GDScript accesses the singletons in the code base by name. Yeah, unless it doesn't for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't. Right, so if you look in gamescene.gd, you will see in its ready function this. So what did we do? So inside of Godot, right, we were like, here's a dude stats GDNS. This is a resource, right? We're just like, yeah, some sort of library resource. Okay, here's that. Here's this guy. We can save him, right? He's got the dude stats. And that's what we want from him. We come here into what? Into project settings. Here's some dude stats. Make a singleton out of it. Do it. Right? Right. And then what? But then inside of our title screen, right, we tried using it, and it got all mad and stuff. Right. Yeah. All right. So var dude stats is equal to dude stats. Ew. How the fuck is this thing not declared in the current scope? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Any goddamn sense. I shouldn't have to do this. Said dude stats. Right. Now what? Nobody asks you. Alright. Clear that stuff. Clear that. Alright. Save that. Hit F5. That seems happy. And that's happy again. Why the hell do I have to load it in two places? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Alright, so now what? If I said export this is now a native resource type. So try to define one. Dude stats. Export hint is not a resource type. Bullshit! Alright. There is something we are desperately missing or not understanding properly. Let's go back to this example here. What did he do? Did we just assume something we should not have? No, he says handle, add class, his greeting resource. Greeting resource does native class and inherits from resource, which is what we did. What we did, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Alright. What the heck is going on? Yeah. So if we got like, okay, GD native API resource Yeah, we said inherit from resource. We gave it some properties. Right? Right. Now we were a little different. But why? I think our imports are... No. They're samey. Alright. It's a little weird. What did you say? Doesn't seem to matter. Oop. Should not matter. Not matter. New owner, Amber resource. Self. Got all that. All looks correct. And then what? We have... It's funny that we didn't export that, huh? Nope. Alright. It's possible to export any type that implements export to variant and from variant using hash property. All of these traits were implemented for instance to be shared. Alright. So, tomorrow then, I guess a thing that we will do is, I guess that means we're just gonna have to export even more of our code into Rust and see if that works. Namely, I'm thinking that we should try doing precisely what this example says to do in here, where he has what? He has two things. He has this inherit resource guy, right? He's got that, just like we have a resource, but he also has a node called greeter, and it has an exported property for his resource with this, and this will give us, I believe, what we need to make it happen. Alright, in terms of, like, you know, let's just get rid of the GD script aspect of some of these nodes entirely, and then we can just do that. Alright, so yeah, so that'll be a thing we can do. You know, we could even just come up with a node called, like, what? Dude stat holder, dude stat wrapper, dude stat node. I don't know, something, right? Where it's like, and his entire job is to basically have a property just like this, where you can in the editor like change it around. And so that'll be a thing for us to try. Alrighty. So that's fine. We'll play with that. What else are we gonna play with? This right here is super weird though. Super weird. It's like, what's the point of this like prelude thing? Preload. It's not gonna work. You know, I preloaded this thing all over the place, right? But unless I had it here, it was like it didn't care. So friggin' weird. Alright, let's try running again. Make sure the debugger is happy. Look at that. It's happy. Got rid of it from the... Why? Like, you'd think that this sort of line right here is exactly what you're doing when you put stuff into here. Like, exactly. Oh, man. It's just like, alright. Like, why can't I do anything with this library? So why can't I do this? What are you doing to me, man? Is there anything we can do with this? Singleton. Do we make him a singleton? I don't know. What happens if we made him a singleton? And then if we were all like, yo, dude stats that GDNS. Like, can we just, do we have to keep this up this charade? Dude stats isn't a valid type, not a script or a class, or couldn't be found on base self. Alright. So, and then if I came back in here... Hey! Hey, if I say singleton, it's all up in here, huh? That's okay. Okay, so that's fun. And then now what if I said, yo, dude, give me some of them dude stats. And dude stats is also a singleton. Close. Alright. So now, see, it still doesn't want to give me this new method, which is insane. I don't get it. Where's my fucking new method? Alright. One more thing to check before I give up for the night. Alright. Oh my goodness. Static methods. In GDScript, classes can have static methods. However, when I try to omit the self in the exported method signature, I'm getting a compile error. Oh, well, alright. Yes. This is a slightly different-y thing. Because this is what we wanted here, right? Yeah. Passing additional arguments to a constructor. Look at this. This guy just says inherit object. Alright. Yeah, taking some weird data, right? This guy says self and data wrapper, which I think is interesting. Because what did we have in our thing here? We've got self and self, which probably does work, but like, let's be proud of our name. Just be proud. It is dude stats. The dude stats struct. That is what we are doing. Yes? Yes. Alright, so we got our dude. See? And he just does the same stuff, right? He's got this underscore owner guy. FN new. He takes in a resource reference, which is fine. He takes in an object reference. Why? Object. Resource. Alright, resource. Inherit. Yep. Looking good. And we return self and with the dude stat. Cool. And then what? This is our Godot methods, right? Cool. I mean, ours just says methods because we must have imported it, right? So we don't need to specify the package name or whatever it's called in Rust. And we've got what? He exports something here called set data. Now there is a funny thing that we have done, which is odd. What funny thing did we do which is odd? We have this ready function for no reason. Huh. We do have a ready function for no reason. So let us... Whoa, there we go. Boom. Comment that out. We're gonna hit Control 9. We built it. We got rid of that. Alright. You can do. How do you feel about that thing now? Still breaky? Yeah. Why? Why are you being such a... Why do I have to preload it twice? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Right? What is this? Now we're worried about. Okay, said autoload dude stats.gdns. Alright, it's the same exact thing that this ought to be doing. this here in the editor even knows what it is. It knows what it is. Oh. So nutty. How is autoload for this so broken? Doesn't make any friggin' sense. DS is a dude stats is equal to dude stats dot new. See, if I put it in here, it works perfectly. Except, of course, that I can't export it. Invalid export type. Only built-in and native resource types can be exported. Well, this is a native resource type. Alright. Include native. Alright. I don't see any answers. Alright. We'll be exposing a game state class in the Rust code to start before you can expose the built library itself, so access it, right? We'll replace the existing code with that. That init handle, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say handle, add class, we already do that. Pass init into the middle one, not the other two, that's fine. Alright, and then what? Native game state. Ready, stage. It's fine, right? Using game state in GD script, alright. And accesses singletons in the codebase by name. If you look in the game scene.gd, you'll see in its ready function this. Alright. What is this? Rust game state.current state. Oh, yeah. Note that that's a function on the Rust game state as opposed to a field. If this works, you'll be able to build another game. I'll always go stage 1 because we haven't replaced anything yet. Alright. Porting some bullet stuff. Some mod bullets. We're going to add some classes. After we add some bullet. Alright, looks good. Bullet do. Use a node 2D. One with a custom resource, but okay. Porting title screen, huh? Which I once again chose because it's particularly large. Alright, yep, he's just inheriting node again. Which is fine. Like a lot of the stuff would be just fine if I weren't trying to do a resource. Changing scenes, quitting the game, rewire signals, time for a break. What do you mean time for a break? Where's part 2 then? Let's see, part 1, huh? Alright. Let's see, did you ever make a part 2 there, buddy? Oh gosh. Alright, let's man, this is so lame. Alright. And there isn't any, like, GD scripts in here, is there, to show us him attempting to do anything worthwhile. He's got this resource library. Did you make him a singleton? Nope. Alright. Fine. But reloadable, true. Now what? We've got some project.godot, which doesn't do anything interesting. Main TSN. Yeah, they just have all these nodes and stuff. Doesn't even make any sense, right? Right. He just has this like Great World type resource. Greet.trans. Bamble didn't do anything anyway. Alright. Air combat. Alright. This is just it in B script, right? Oh, look at that. Alright, so we got a Rust folder in here. Got a variety of things to find. Let's take a look, shall we? Pretty sure that, yeah, bullet is just a what? He's a node 2D. Fine. Enemy, RS. He is a node 2D. Alright, right, so if we're all like, hey, resource. We can do resource loader and load up some textures and stuff, right? All that does. Game scene.rs. Sure, do you have any resources? He just loads up a resource in there. That's fine. Game state RS. You might think maybe this would be a resource, but nope. Alright. Alright, let's have a look for resource. You said there's 3. I guess there's not, because you lied. Lies. Alright. That's supposed to live, right? Not where we add all the things. That's fine. It's got all sorts of mods. Basically just, pointing at these files here, which is fine. Resource. Hey, there's some. They're all about resource loader again. This is not that helpful. For the player, right? Yeah, resource. Oop. Alright. Udal. Source loader. Nope. Alright. Nothing, huh? Nothing. Create and use custom resources might... It doesn't even work, man. Oh, well, I guess I'll be joining some Godot Discords or something at some point to see if I can't find anyone who could give some tips or tricks. Maybe Godot Rust has a community somewhere where I could like talk to some people. Maybe they got some issues, right? How to emit a signal without an owner. Right? No way to concatenate Godot strings. Alright, so... yeah, let's go ahead. I guess we could do a search here for resource, right? And examples for multi-threading, creating additional example projects. Figure out how to test bindings. That's from 2010, huh? Examples for multi-threading, creating additional example projects, example help wanted. Alright. The resource loading. This is a pretty bad example. Alright. I'm working on a terrain generator. Here's my attempted Rust. Oh man. Alright, loading resources is one thing, right? Resource loader. Now, these people aren't talking about doing what I'm talking about doing, I don't think. I just wanted to use my resource inside of GD script. So far, the only way I can kind of do it is with a line like this in here, right? I just preload it. And it's surprising that it kind of works. But what's even more surprising is that auto-loading it in here did not work. Well, alright. Fine. Again, we're gonna try the we're gonna try it with a wrapper later, I guess, right? Yeah, let's just try it with a wrapper, right? Let's get a wrapper going. I've been too sulky for too long. Alright. Go ahead and get a wrapper. Alright, show me make a wrapper, buddy. I think right after here, we're just gonna get started with our wrapper. Derive, right. Native class. What is native class? Where does that come? Like even his resource derived from native class. Share it node. Alright, so now we can say struct, right, our dude stat holder. Alright, now we got a dude stat holder. What's he gonna do? Gonna hold us some dude stats via property. Now we can say dude stats, array, option, open, instance, open, dude stats, comma, shared. What's shared? That's the thing that's required for doing the exports. Sweet. That's all we need for that guy, I think, right? Yep. Because now we're coming here, we're going to say methods. Now we can import our dude stat holder. Go dude stat holder. What are we doing? We are going to... Alright. Let's see. What are we doing? FN new owner amper node arrow self. There we go. And what? Now we're gonna say dude stat holder. We can start off with what? Dude stats is none, which is fine. Export our ready function. We do not need to do a ready function. I believe that this is in fact all that we need. Alright. Okay, except for we should also say handle.add class. Alright, we want to say dude stat holder. Alright. Looking good. Control 9. What do we get? Finished. Sweet. Alright, Godot, you ain't seen nothing yet, man. I'm gonna make this happen. What do we got? Some sort of a dude stat holder? Yeah, we're gonna make a new one of these. And that's gonna be one of those GD native. The other one. Right, some sort of native script. There we go. This is our dude stat holder. Alright. And he is going to be using the class of dude stat holder. And we're going to give him our soft link to the native library. Pretty cool that seems to work. You can save that guy right there. Right? So now we have a dude stat holder. Alright. Now we're going to add a new node. Right? In here. He's going to be our... Right? This is our dude stats. Right? We just call it stats. Stats are like holder. Right, dude stats. DS. There we go. I like that. Alright, so now we can attach a script. We're just going to look for a script that already exists inside of our entity and dude stat holder. Alright. Inherits from node. Yes, indeed. And load. Alright. Cool. So now we have this DS holder. And he takes in a DS stats. Right here. Let's It's messing with me, isn't it? This is the thing I was hoping to get rid of by making a new native thing. And there is no dude stats in here. Great. Alright, fine. And so what if I went back in here and I was, dude, seriously, dude stats. Right? Now, hey, there's some dude stats. Nope. Alright, well, to be honest, so far, it's looking a heck of a lot easier to try to do stuff in just plain old frickin' GD script. I don't think we've solved any issues for ourselves. Though, you know, it is cool getting a little bit of Rust-bindy stuff to work. I don't know, maybe this whole experiment was... I don't know, man. I don't know. But we should be able to drag this onto there. At least, hopefully we could do that, right? Yeah, experimenting is fun, Wolfie, you're right. I think maybe it goes to show you either I got something to learn about this Godot and/or Rust and/or the Rust bindings for Godot, or you know it's well it's version 0.9 for a reason, I guess, right? Which that's fine. But hey, at least I should be able to come in here, right? I should be able to do the same sort of thing that we did before. So now we have, what can we do? We should be able to say something like var held stats, right? Is a dude stats. Alright, and where are we getting it from? We are getting it from dollar what? DS holder dot dude stats. Alright. Cool. And now I should be able to come in here and say held stats. I mean, this is super obnoxious. This thing has not been... Alright, I'm gonna check something out. That class also calls that. Sorry, knit handle. Resources isn't even in here. 3 endpoints are automatically invoked by the engine during startup and shutdown. All 3 must be present. To quickly define all 3 endpoints using default names. Register script classes, call, add class, or add tool class in your Godot native script init or Godot init callback. Alright, so we did do that. Yep, we did that. Yeah. In this whole file, there's no resource. Huh. fun. I don't think this ever printed anything, did it? Like, we've had it in there before. Roll 9. Alright. Take a look at Godot. Yo, Godot! New and back and new and back. And... yeah, that ready's never called. But yeah, it doesn't do anything. That's pretty funny. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's just one of those things where it's like, what did it do? Anything? I don't know. Alright, so we have attempted to make a native resource in Rust that we were hoping Godot would recognize as like, oh yeah, look at this. I found this resource type and it's a native type. No. You are... no. Yep. Alright, so. Alright. Alrighty, well, yeah, we tried. It didn't quite solve the issues that we were really hoping it would solve, and that's okay. You know, we've learned, we've experimented, we got some Rust compiling, that was pretty cool, right? We got some Rust to do some things, and we were able to find inventive ways to, like, you know, use Rust classes as classes inside of GDScript, even if the preload appears to be broken for some reason. Maybe there's something I need to figure out here. Something to do. Hard to say. We've got a library. It's in there. It's registered. Right. Doing the preloads. Doesn't appear to be working yet. So. And I'm missing something in Godot and how to register this thing. Or it just ain't meant to be for what I'm trying to do, maybe. Either way, I think maybe we should get back to just using GDScript for now. Which is a shame. That's okay. We're just going to use some GDScript for now. What are we going to do? Yeah, we're gonna move on to another ticket, I think. Yep, we're just gonna move on to another ticket. It's okay, sometimes you just can't figure stuff out, and you need to close it down and move on. That's fine. Alright, well, good night, guys. It has been fun coding with you today. Right. Go ahead, close out some of these things here. Alright, good night, Wolfie.